Hello and welcome back to Crafts and Teas. Finally, in my previous video, I had mentioned we were in the process of moving. Finally got moved, and 4 days later, my car got totaled. So it's been a rocky last 3 weeks. I appreciate your patience on waiting for a new video to come up, getting everything situated. Down in the basement where I am at now, which is all of my studio. It's been an undertaking, but we're there for the most part. Still not done, but enough to where I can get back to work. So I am going to be making a Air Force wreath. Except now today we have tornado watches coming in and storms. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a mesh wreath. This is a custom order. This is a 14-inch raised wire frame. And I have 25 twist ties. And I generally do 5 twist ties per. So I put it on the second and third. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. And I usually put them on the second and third. And I do 5 per area. And when you put these on, it doesn't matter if you space them or not, because when you put the Deco mesh on, that's when you'll space it. So I just go around and put my 5. So I do so greatly appreciate your patience while we get situated back. I got so many boxes of product. I had them shipped to my mom's, so I still have to go over and get those. I think I've got 4 or 5 boxes over there of product I still have to go get. I got 2 here I have to undo yet. But I've been having t-shirt orders that needed to go out, so I'm getting everything set up, reorganized. Still a little bit of the hunt, seek, search, and find game, but we'll get there. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do get notified. I do answer them. Because I do not mind at all if something doesn't seem clear, you have a question on something. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I wasn't even paying attention, I'm sorry. So again, it's 14-inch wreath frame. And that's generally how I do mine, is on the 14-inch, because those signs, and this is a custom one that I created. And I do attach them top and bottom, which I generally attach signs like this. When I get my pipe cleaners on, I will attach the sign before I cut my mesh. So basically, I'm just taking it through the second and third ring. I just match them up, pinch it in the middle, grab them, and then I just pull it, and then I twist it once. Because I'll be twisting more, putting the Deco mesh on. So the colors for the Deco mesh are going to be navy blue and yellow to match the sign. I do have special Air Force ribbon that I got online. Do I do other branches? Yes, I do. case anybody's wondering, yes, I do. And I also do where did those go? Wait a minute. So when I attach my signs, I use, these are called mounting squares. So they come with a little sticky tab here, and then they have the opening here. So I'll stick one at the top, one at the bottom. And what I have found with these, I generally do zip ties with them. With these. And when I put the zip ties on, I don't tighten it too much. Not until I'm done. And I usually go through the bottom too. And there is the sign. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm working on the angel wings. A bunch of those cut. I'm still on the hunt for my garbage cans. I think they're in the garage. Okay. So generally when I do the Deco mesh wreaths, if I do one color, there's 25 twist ties, so then I would need 25 pieces. But I'm going to do 12 of the navy blue, and I'm going to do 13 of the yellow. That will give me my 25. And I usually need to trim that. this mesh, I will use a rotary cutter because it is the Deco mesh that I can do it on. So when I'm cutting these, mine are usually 11 is where I cut them at. So yes, I am back to making wreaths. I have some kits that I purchased from my supplier that are over at my mom's. I'm really anxious to make. I will be doing a lot more right now, patriotic ones. And if you go to my website, which is www.craftsandtees, I was just notified by a customer yesterday, I believe it was, that for some reason my website's down. So I am working on fixing that as well. But all my other social media links, my Facebook, everything else is up and running. It's just for some reason there's a glitch with my website. So I have to get with support and fix that so I can get that back up and going. We're having trouble with our internet, keeping signals, and a lot of trials the last few weeks, but we're getting there. So like I've mentioned before, I do a wide range of things. I don't just do Deco mesh wreaths. I don't just do florals. So I have a lot of machines. So if there is something that you're wanting to learn, wanting to see how it's done, how it's processed, you know, tips and tricks on anything, drop it in the comments. Send me a message. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I am self-taught, been crafting and creating for over 25 years. Okay, I went way over. There's 18. I'm gonna cut the yellow. However, I may combine the yellow and the blue together on each one. I may. This will average when this is finished, mine that I do like this, they average anywhere between 22 and 24 inches once they're completed with the Deco mesh and the ribbons and everything. So it is a very full wreath when it is done. I generally do 4 to 6 different ribbons I have a lot of patriotic ribbons. Some I just ordered in as well because I knew I had to do this sign. And I have a couple other ones to do as well. I've got 2 marine ones I need to do. So I do have some new patriotic ribbon that I got in solely for that. So I'm going to cut one. I'm going to stop there for a second. Because when you're doing these or any mesh wreaths, you know, it's a blank slate. It really is. I was planning on doing like every other one, but we're going to see. So when I do these, I generally fold in half. I fold over again. And I fold the bottom. So they're almost like a fan. And since I'm looking at possibly doing them together, I'm going to clip it. These clips I got at Dollar Tree. This is how they come. They're 6 in a pack for $1.25. They work good. You can use chip clips. You can use any kind of clips if you want to. So I just usually fold it in. I scrunch it up. And then I fold it again. And do them tight. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yup. I think I am going to put the two together. And that's going to look better with my, with my ribbons and everything. Okay, so we're doing 25 of each color. And I've had some ask, do I have one preference over the other? No. I love the variety that I do. I am looking at doing some classes here in the very near future. So if you would be interested in any of that, drop me a comment, drop me a message. Definitely go and like my Facebook page, because that's where a lot of my announcements are done on. And my Facebook is at Crafts and Teas. Link is in my bio with my link tree. Happy to have you over there. I am working on a VIP group as well. But I love being able to help others starting out, stuck, not sure on something. Because I learned a lot. And I'm still learning every day. Every day. Just bought some new rotary cutters, but haven't found them yet. Two more. So this will make 25 of the yellow. And you still have some to do. Okay. So then I'm going to take now I'm testing this to see how it's going to work. See if I'm going to like it or not. Yeah, I think I will like that better. Yep. So I will take this one out and redo it. Possibly. What if I do it that way? I can leave it. I'm folding it over, scrunching it up the middle, folding the one end in, yeah, all my yellows fell. So I'm matching these up. And then I'm folding it in over, scrunching it, folding these two ends over, scrunching those, and then adding it to the next twist tie, pipe cleaner. And I twist it 2 or 3 times once I put that on. That's gonna look good. And I know I'll have to cut just a few more blues when I get the majority of these on. So I'm just folding it over, scrunching it up the middle. Fold that over. Tight, and I twist it about 2 or 3 times. Alrighty, I have 3 more to place. I did take the sign out of the middle. I'm going to set it more on top with the pipe cleaners or the zip ties rather than having it so far down. So I did change that. So I'm just basically, I'm taking my 2 pieces that are cut at 11 inches. I'm folding it under, folding it again, scrunching up the middle. And when I get just about to the end, I fold that down and bring it over. And then I attach it to the pipe cleaner. This is on a 14-inch wire frame. My zip ties are 5 per section. Towards the end here, I did take 2 of them out, so there's 23 altogether, but I did take 2 out. My mesh is cut at 11 inches. And then once you get it scrunched, you're just going to place it in there. And I think this is the last one. I am so glad to be back doing wreaths again. Yeah, this is an Air Force wreath. It is a custom order. I made the sign. So there's the sign. I went with their colors are blue and yellow. So I did the blue and yellow here. The sign will be in the middle. I also was able to get Air Force ribbon to put in there. I do those. I also do a lot of patriotic ribbon when I do these. But I'm going to see if I can stick with blues and yellows. Because that is those colors. And it was requested from my client. So I'm just gathering all these together so I can keep them together. Because I do have another one I have to do. When you cut off your mesh, you will have some left on each. So yellow and blue. So on the ribbon, let me go get my ribbon tail boards. And if you heard that, that is my lab upstairs. Letting her presence be known. So when I do the Air Force ribbon and when I've done marine wreaths like this, I will put like 4 or 5 of these as tails in addition to my tails that I put on here. This ribbon I did get off Etsy, only because my supplier okay, so I'm going to start out with the bow, and I always do the bow in the branch that I need to put it in. So, sorry about that. So what I usually do, so generally when I do these, I do them in the patriotic red, white, and blue mesh. And then I can use my patriotic ribbon. However, with this one being yellow and blue, I can't put red, white, and blue. I can't put patriotic tails on this like I usually do. So what I'm going to go with is the 1.5 inch yellow dot and the 7/8 inch blue dot. And I think that will accent it really good with the yellow and blue. And then I will put the Air Force ribbon throughout in different, I usually do 2 at the top, 2 towards the bottom, but I usually do it like 10, 2, 5, and 8 is where I usually try and do them, because the bow's going to go about right in here. So with my bow, what I use is the Easy Bow Maker. I got this off of Amazon. I just have a piece there I need to get rid of. All right. And it is tricky sometimes to get these just right. And on the Easy Bow Maker, they are marked, which makes it nice. So this one's at 4, that one's at 4. And I'll bring a smaller one in. And then one more smaller one. So it'll be 3 on each side. I've done it with just 1, I've done it with 2, just kind of your preference. This is really silky ribbon, so it is a lot harder to work with than your standard regular ribbon. I generally put my ribbon or my bows on first. It just kind of all depends. Fluff it out. I have twist tied it with a pipe cleaner. And then I'll go through and I will fluff all this out. And then I will also go in and dovetail. So you're going to take your ends. Here's the bent. You're going to go up towards, oops, sorry. So you're going to take it, bring it together, and then you're going to go from here, the curved part here to the ends, and you're going to go up, and that's what makes your dovetail. And there's your bow. Now, doing bows, they're not easy. They are not easy. I have seen a lot of people and still see a lot of people that can whip through bows, and it totally blows my mind still. It's taken me about a year to be able to twist it right on the Easy Bow Maker and get it, because I've watched people, I've watched them on YouTube where you can start and stop. It's taken me a while. So if you get frustrated on bows, excuse me, take some ribbon. You don't have to cut it. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. Take some ribbon and just work with either the Easy Bow Maker. I'm still trying to learn by hand. But if you get the Easy Bow Maker, it comes with these 3 pieces here. You put 2 in the middle, 1 here on the end. But just keep working with it. Keep working with it. Keep working with it. Don't let it beat you, because that's what I did. So I need 4 of these because I want these to stand out, I'm going to do them at 12 inches. So I have tail boards. My husband made these. It's just a piece of wood, cut the length I needed, sanded, because I was doing them each individual by hand with my mat, and with the magnitude that I do, I couldn't do it that way anymore. So I said I need some boards. So I have a 10, a 12, and I do have a 14, but it's still somewhere down here. So I'm going to do 4 of these at 12 inches. Now, if you have one of these, you're going to put it at the top, come down at the bottom. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. And I cut it off. It saves time doing ribbons. And then I cut it like that, and I will dovetail the ends. So if you want these or a thinner version of these were just some wood that we had at the last minute. I said, go out and make me these. I'm real good at that with him. If you want some thinner ones, I mean, you know, half inch, quarter inch, send me a message, comment. He's got all the equipment to make them. We can do 8, I mean, we can do whatever sizes you want. Standard sizes for ribbon tails, it depends on your smaller wreaths. If you do, you know, the 8 and 10 inch frames, you know, you can do 8-inch tails. My go-to is 10 inch to 12 inch. Those are my 2 standards. Like these are 12 because I want them to be a little bit more dominant than these ribbons. So these are going to be cut at 10 inch. So it just kind of all depends. But yeah, it saves a lot, especially on your hands, because you just wrap it however many times you need, and each turn is one, so it's just a lot easier. Okay, so I have 23 twist ties because I took 2 out, because doing the blue and yellow together with my mesh made it a little bit fuller than what my normal ones are. So I have 23 tails, therefore I need 23 of this one, and I need 23 of the blue. And these will be cut at 10 inches. There's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 17, there's 18, 19, and 20. So there's 20, and I do have a second roll. I did have to go and buy the yellow dot bigger local. Somewhere is blue and yellow. And I have the blue and yellow in this, but I think I wanted something a little bit more dominant. So there's 20 here. The blue one came from my supplier. 99.9% of my supplies come from Nick's Seasonal Decor. If you go to my link tree in my bio, there is an affiliate link because I am affiliated. So there is an affiliate link that you can use. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3 that you can use. It does not increase your prices. It just helps on my end. Quality products, high quality products, awesome customer service. I don't like that straight pen because I always straight pen my ribbons so they don't come unraveled when I have them on my shelf. But yeah, if you have any questions on any of the materials that I'm using, let me know. I try and let you all know as I'm doing things where I've purchased. So I will do 23 of these. 10 inches as well. And that took most of that roll. This was a 10-yard roll, 7/8. And I do have some left. Didn't take all of it. And if you're asking where I got my scissors that can cut through all that material, I do not remember. All I know is it is one of the best scissors that I've had cutting through material. But I've had them for so long, I do not remember where I got these. It could have been a fabric store, it could have been online, it could have been anywhere. But they cut through everything as far as scissors go. Okay. So what I will do now is dovetail them all. I will dovetail them, but I won't stay doing the video probably because dovetailing it is just tedious. And when I do dovetail, I take 2 or 3 at a time. You don't have to sit here and do each one individually. If you line them up, fold them over, cut from the fold, there's your dovetails. Okay. It just makes it cleaner and neater, and it just adds just that one little touch. I'm doing 7/8, so it's hard to dovetail. So, hopefully you all have, stay over there, subscribe to my channel. I am back making stuff, like I said in the beginning, in one of my last videos that I did about 2-3 weeks ago. We were in the process of moving. I do appreciate everybody being patient while I get back up and running and able to do these. I have been frantically trying to get this side of the business going. Because I have corsages to do for prom this weekend, which I will be doing a video on. I have 3 corsages, 3 boutonnieres to do, and they're all different. And I have a Air Force sign to make, And I've got some shirts to do, but so yeah, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave them in the comments, ask away. Something that you would like to see closer up, let me know. But like I said, I've been doing this for over 25 years. I have been crafting and creating. And I truly enjoy it. I started out crocheting and cross stitch. That's how I started. But I know this can be a little tedious, so watching. But I am a mom 2-3, stepmom 2-2, which I don't call them step, they are my kids. And I am grandma to 3 boys and 2 girls. So we moved back in the area to be closer with my parents, so. And when you're doing these, nothing's set in stone. I mean, every time you create a wreath, whether it's a Deco wreath, a grapevine wreath, a centerpiece, a floral design, just treat it as a blank slate. There's a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a lot of pictures on Pinterest and Google and, you know, all social media. And the way one person created it, you're not going to be able to duplicate it. And you're going to get frustrated trying to duplicate it exactly. But put your own stamp on it. Don't duplicate somebody else's. You got an idea of how you want something, but it's a blank slate. Create it. Let your mind just paint you a picture and go with it. Really. And if you don't like something, nothing's ever cemented because we never use cement. It can always be redone, reworked. I've taken wreaths apart because I didn't like them. I took that sign out because I didn't like the way it was sitting. You know, it's just, it's kind of how you look at things and how you have it pictured in your mind, and go with it. You might surprise yourself. I know I have. I have gone way above my comfort zone here lately than what I've had before. But it's also proven to be some pretty neat designs. So we got these 2 left, and then I am ready to put the ribbon tails on. Now with these ribbons, if you do get these or whatever, these are extremely silky. So these I have to cut very slowly or it's going to show jagged. So, and you almost want to make sure you do it in one cut. Because if you cut and cut, you're going to see it. Ask me how I know. Live and learn. But it's very, very silky. So I try and put it way at the bottom. So that way all I have to do is just one cut or right there at the tip where the wire is. And there's your dovetails. And this is going out to a previous client that has ordered from me in the past. And I'm anxious for her to get it. And my clients have been very patient too as we transition the move and get reset back up. So if you get those ribbons, I have only been able to find on Etsy. If you do get them, just be very careful cutting them because they are slick and you will have jagged edges. Okay. Nope, I still haven't found my other garbage can yet. Just moving stuff out of my way. So what I usually do to make it go a little bit faster when I put those together is I will put these together. So if you have 4 ribbons that you want to use, then you would cut each one. So if you have 25, 24, then you would cut each ribbon 6 because you're going to alternate. But being I'm using just these 2, I have 23 twist ties. But what I usually do is I take them and I fold them in half. And this, like I said, this is just preference. You can grab and go if you want, if that's easier for you. I have done it that way where I've had them lined up. But I saw this suggested probably online. And it just seems to work easier for me. I can just grab and go. So you'll just put your ribbons together however you want to put them. If you have 4 or 5, 6 different colors, mix and match them. But it'd be 2 and 2. And I did that on another video where I think I had 4 different ribbons. But I just put these all together. Just makes it easier for me. And starting out, you'll find out what's easier, what's easy for you. Just never give up. Never, never give up. If you're stuck on something that you're working on, if you want to send me a picture of it, I'd be more than happy to try and help you. By all means. You can go to my Facebook page. You can send me a private message through Messenger. You can message me here on YouTube. I have a link tree in my bio with all my socials right now. However, I just got notified 2 days ago that my website is down. So tech support and I are working on the bug there to get that fixed so we can get it back online. But for some reason, we can't figure out why it is not wanting to work right now. But all my other social medias do, but my website, we're working on fixing it. Alrighty. Okay, so we have those ready, we have these 4 ready, and we have the bow ready. However, we don't have the sign ready because I took it out because I didn't like where it was. I'm debating if I want to do twist tie, if I want to do zip tie. Like I said, on the back of the sign, they are called mounting squares. Yeah. so far down. Yeah, I like that better. Glad I took that off. Yeah. So I'm twisting it on the back rung. And I'll show you here. So I twisted it onto this ring here and this ring here. However, I have twisted and twisted and twisted. And then I cut it off, but I am going to turn that up. Reason being is, those twist ties are sharp. And if you cut that off, best cutters around, hands down. If you leave that way, it's going to poke your client. It's going to scratch their door, their wall, wherever they put this, because that is sharp. Always think of your customers when you're making these and make sure that you put anything sharp out of the way. So I pushed it back up into the wreath. So now it's not going to scratch her door or anything or poke her. So right now, this is what we're looking at. And we're going to start putting the tails on. So, yes, these cutters here, best cutters around, Nick Seasonal Decor. And I have bought some expensive cutters. Those were only, I think, $19.99. And they cut everything. And you can even actually kind of expand it just a little bit, but well worth it. Well worth it. So there's my bows on, and I do that way I know where to put my twist ties. I put them in, I twist them. Fluff them out. And I do cut my pipe cleaners off. So open up, scrunch it in the middle, go to the next one. Now, when you're spreading these out, what you want to try and do is keep it, so I have yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So I'll have blue over here next to it. You don't want to do two yellows on top of each other. So that one will go there. These two will go here, and so on. And then these will be at the top. So I'm just putting it in there. I'm twisting about 4 to 5 times. Now you can, if you want to leave the pipe cleaner and cut it at the end, you can. I do it both ways. So today is Wednesday. I am going to be doing a kit that I got from my supplier. It's a butterfly kit. I'm looking right at it. That one will be a grapevine. I will try and have that one up by Friday. I am going to do, like I said, I will be doing the corsages and boutonnieres. I will do a tutorial on that, because it's taken me a while to get those figured out. But it's that time of year. It's prom, and we have a lot of area proms. Some were last weekend. So several corsages and boutonnieres went out last weekend. And I got, my daughter's is this weekend. So we've been getting ready for that. So I've got more corsages and boutonnieres. Just replenished all my stuff. It all came today, so I can now work on getting theirs done and ready. It's my daughter's last one. So I've got 3 angel wings waiting for me to do as well. Just got some more frames in for those. So I've got some of those I need to have done. I got Memorial Day coming up, so I have orders for those. Okay. It is turning out really pretty. As long as my son doesn't see me doing this, we're good. Because he's a Marine. So, a little prejudice to Marines, because my son is a Marine. 3rd year in. So, I do a lot with them. I have a lot of Marine moms reach out to me for things. So, yes, I do. I can do all branches. And And I truly enjoy doing these. I really do. I enjoy doing all my crafts, but when I'm asked to do one of these, I love 4th of July and patriotic, as you will see here very soon. I just went and got, as I moved, I had a lot of my stock and orders sent to my mom, so I ran over there to get what she had over there. So a lot of patriotic ribbons, so I am excited to get going on my patriotic stuff and create. That is for sure. So if you are a veteran on any branch, doesn't matter which branch, send me a message. Truly, send me a message. I would love to connect and send you something for your service. I am also a part of Wounded Warrior. I signed up with that about 2 years ago. I had other family members, military as well. So my stepson was Army. I have uncles in the Navy and Army, so a lot of different branches. This customer has a Marine son and also now an Air Force son. So when she asked me to do this, I said, of course I will. And I do this every time I make these. It just dawned on me because I'm getting close to the bow. And I've been toking and twisting and toking and twisting, and I totally forgot to put my 4. So we'll just put them in with pipe cleaners. It's okay. That's not the first time I've forgotten to do it. It ain't going to be the last time. But I did. I just looked at it and went, yep, I forgot them again. Seems like I do every time I make one of these. I always forget. And I have to put them in with pipe cleaners, which is no big deal. Still looks just as nice. Doesn't look anything different. But it's just an added touch throughout the wreath. Do I make personalized ones? Yes, I do. Do I make custom ones? Yes. I do have a machine. I have a cutting machine and I have a heat press. I have had people ask me if I could do the ribbons with branch, platoon, name. You bet, I sure can. I do a lot of custom ones like that. And that ribbon usually, I'll have the name on this side and the branch on this side, but it's custom. It'll be a solid piece of material. And then I just heat press the name and what they want on there to make their custom wreath. So yes, I do. Yes, I do. Just adds that little touch and just makes it that more special. But this one didn't want it personalized, so. But yes, I can. I have also done them to where I've had people ask me, can you do, my son is in whatever branch, but my dad served as well, or a grandpa or somebody. And yeah, I can put one name down one side and one name down the other, or two different ribbons with the names. Yes, I can. I love doing those. And there's generations of ones that I've served. I do. Okay, now the twist ties. Okay. Now we'll just go back in. And I'll take 2, because there's 4, cut them in half. So what I did was, so I don't waste my pipe cleaners, because I don't need a whole lot for this. I just took a pipe cleaner, cut it in half. So I'm just using 1/4 of one for each one. Just twisting it a little bit. And stick it right down here. And I just bring it just enough. I don't drastically pull it in. And I just kind of let that just bend over. There's that one. And we'll do this one over here. It's almost diagonal or straight across from the bow. It's just a matter of finding it through the mesh and finding part of it. Oops, I didn't get it hooked on the latch. You want to make sure you're at least on one of the rungs, so that way it stays. Do. you're just feeling from the back side, just to feel that wire in the back. So yeah, you only need it to be on just one. Don't have to put it on 2 or 3. I can get this second one to cooperate. There we go. And the last one. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share this video. By all means. Definitely subscribe to my channel. And I will be doing a video. My next one will be on the corsages and boutonnieres. I may start it tonight. Otherwise, I will do them. I have to do them tomorrow. So, I have a door sign that I have to get painted and out the door. So, we will see. So, those are the 4 that we just attached. Cutting those off. And like I said before, bend them down and around the frame. This one's just not right. I didn't like the way that was sitting on there. Because you don't want to hurt your client's area. So, leave my bow. She is going to love it. All right, y'all. So, there we go. Again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop them below. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get notified when I post new videos. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Don't forget, Crafts and Teas. And there is a link in my bio with a link tree with all my socials. So hop on over to Facebook and like my page, join my page there so you get notified as well.